If you have any interest in the financial or equity markets, you would have known about this. If I had a time machine, I would have gone back in 1980, 40 years from today, and asked my dad that, Dad, please put 10,000 rupees in Azim Premji's company Wipro. 10,000 rupees, and forget about it. The 10,000 rupees invested in 1980 would have been 750 crores today. Barely any company has given such phenomenal returns in the history of the world. 10,000 rupees 40 years ago would have been probably even more than 750 crores, or at least it was 741 crores in 2019. So that is what Azim Premji did with Wipro. He made a company from nothing into one of the most successful companies of India. So today we're going to talk about Azim Premji. If you guys do not know his story, please, as Indians, you must know about some of these incredible businessmen and how they've changed whatever they have, from industries to lives of other people in India. So Azim Premji was 21 when his father untimely passed away, and he was studying at Stanford University, and he had to come back and take over as chairman of the company which his dad was running. Now, his dad was running a company which was called Western India Vegetable Products Limited. So it was into cooking fats and other things, which was nothing to do with what Wipro is today. Azim Premji took over this company at the age of 21 and started changing the face of not only the company but of other industries soon. So Wipro was never into the current IT sector that it is dominating today, right? But at that time it was IBM. IBM, obviously everybody knows, but IBM used to have some issues with the government, because there were claims that it was a monopoly, it had 80% of the share in India, and it was just, even whatever IBM computers was working with the government, it was giving government unfair prices, and also there was a huge issue. And the then Prime Minister decided that he would like to ensure that all these companies which were overseas based and were dominating India should go out. Right? He was not a big proponent of the entire foreign direct investment in India. So companies like IBM, companies like Coca-Cola, they all had to exit. That means there was suddenly a void in the IT space, and Azim Premji saw it, decided to enter into it. So Azim Premji basically got into the IT space, started manufacturing microcomputers with some partnerships with US companies. First he started manufacturing microcomputers, and then eventually it went into software. Once it got into the IT space, it has just been growing at levels which are beyond imaginable. Today, Wipro is the third largest, or at least you will talk about TCS, Infosys and Wipro as the top 3 Indian IT companies which are leading the IT sector in India. TCS is the second most valued company today of India. The Wipro's overall net worth, or rather market cap, is over $17 billion in India, all because of Azim Premji. In fact, between 1998 to 2003, Wipro was one of the best performing stocks of India. Azim Premji was, I'm not sure if he was the first, or at least he was the second richest Indian at one point of time with respect to his entire net worth. So that's the power. He has done amazing work with Wipro. His culture was strive for excellence. He has been given national honors like the Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan for his business and commerce contributions. And after his entire work of creating an enterprise was complete, he stepped down and he's been into philanthropy since then. So I don't know if any of you all know, there was an interview I saw where it was of Bill Gates and Amir Khan in India. It was, I think, by NDTV. It's there on YouTube, you can find it. And there they talk about philanthropy, and Bill Gates is talking about how Azim Premji, and we need many more Azim Premjis in India to get India up. He's donated majority of his wealth to, and he's planning on completely donating majority of his wealth to philanthropic purposes. He has put in a lot of money for education. In fact, there's something called the Giving Pledge, which is started by Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, saying that all billionaires of the world should pledge most of their wealth into, into basically philanthropy, trying to make the world a better place. And Azim Premji was the first Indian to sign, and probably the third non-American to sign this pledge. So guys, this man has been he has such an impact on overall the Indian economy that if you as an Indian are not aware, I hope that after this video you have some sense and more than anything some respect for this man. And if there's anybody else you'd like us to make a case study on, please let us know. Thank you.